Hey YouTube, Makarov9 here again with another gun review. What you're looking at here is very familiar to most of us. This is, of course, the Beretta 92 FS 9mm semi-automatic short recoil operated handgun. This is considered a full-size duty weapon. This is not a small gun. It comes in at 34 ounces. It has a 5-inch barrel, and it has the open barrel design here, which is very common on all the Beretta 92 series handguns, and is most noticeable when you look at this gun, and that way you can confirm, in fact, it is a Beretta. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago from the original owner who bought it back in the 90s, and he had shot it very little. It was more or less a safe queen, and I always told myself if I had an opportunity to buy the stainless version, I was going to jump on it if I had the money, and I jumped on it. I've got the blued version, and it's just as beautiful as this one, except this one's just a little bit shinier. You know, we like shiny stuff. So the original grips are black plastic. These are aftermarket wood grips that look real nice with the finish, so I just, one of those things I couldn't pass up. It shoots beautifully. Of course, you never have any issues with failure to feed or failure to eject with this type of handgun because of the open barrel design, and that's what Beretta intended when they designed it like this. And that's one of the reasons why the military adopted this as their standard sidearm back in the 80s, and used it for years and years and years and years, because there were really no issues with fail to feed, fail to eject, things like that. They were very, very minimal, and there have been reports of 50,000 plus rounds put through these handguns before anything of any type failed on this gun. So very reliable. They're not cheap. The Inox version, a lot of people might refer to here, the stainless version, is runs about $700. So, and if you can find one of these older ones, you can get it for a little bit cheaper, but not much cheaper. Most people are proud of these, and they either keep them or they price them high. So the blued version can be had a little bit cheaper. And check out my other video of the Taurus PT92 AFS. It's a licensed reproduction of the Beretta 92 series, and it is a beautiful gun, a beautiful shooting gun, and can be had for less than the actual Beretta 92. So you might want to check that out if you're wanting a pistol like this. But anyway, it has been safety checked. There's nothing in the mag well, nothing in the magazine, and nothing in the chamber. You're going to have to trust me on that because I'm holding the camera with one hand and I can't actuate the slide to show you. But you have to trust me on that one. I do have the hammer back to show you how the decocker on this gun works. Here it is. You drop this down. It safely lowers the hammer without contacting the firing pin. You push this lever back up. Your first shot will be a long, smooth double action, which when you pull this trigger, the hammer will come back and your trigger will come forward and reset. Your hammer will stay back, and your trigger will not reset as far out as this. It will reset more right in here. So your subsequent shots after that first one will be a short, crisp single action, which will put your trigger right about, I'd say about there, probably, for your subsequent shots after your first one. Okay? Now, of course, Beretta's been around for a long time. They came out with this design in 1975. They have a lot of different variants of this. They've got this is the FS. They've got the 92F. They've got the 92S. They've got the 92SB. They've got the 92F. They've got the original 92, and there's a lot of designs on this firearm that go back to earlier Beretta designs like the what's that one? The M1922 and the M1951 with the open slide design. That's where they got a lot of the ideas for this particular gun right here. The alloy frame, the Walther P38 or the post-war P1. A lot of the design features from that gun was put into this gun. They got ideas from their own designs, not particularly from other gun makers' designs. And, like I said, the military adopted this in the 80s as their sidearm for good reason, because they're just super reliable, accurate. The 5-inch barrel makes for a nice target gun. You can hit steel gongs from 50 yards all day long with this thing. And I can't say I could do the same thing with my Glock 17. I could try, I guess, but I'm not sure I've ever tried it with my Glock 17, but now I say that I might try it. They originally came out with 15-round magazines when they were introduced.